Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my newest video. It's an eyeshadow tutorial using the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. I absolutely love this palette. I've been using it now a lot since Christmas when I got it. When I first received it, I wasn't very confident in eyeshadow, and I've just kind of been teaching myself. This isn't a perfect eyeshadow look, I know, but this is what I've kind of grown to like putting on my eyes. It's a kind of dark smoky eye with quite a dramatic winged eyeliner. I just think the colours really complement my eye colour, and it's not too heavy just because I have really small eyes, so I think too much of a heavy eyeshadow can make them look a lot smaller. So this is the kind of general look. I haven't really done much else with my face. I haven't gone really extreme with contouring or lips or anything, just because the eyeshadow is the main focus. I've just kind of touched up the rest of my makeup just to give you an idea of what it looks like when it's the finished piece kind of thing. So I really hope you enjoy this. I've worked really hard on this video. It's been really hard trying to get the lighting right. I hope you really enjoy it. Let me know if you've got any feedback, if there was anything you didn't like about it. I'd love to know, just because I really want to keep improving my videos. So if you like this look, keep watching, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So to start this makeup tutorial, what I've done is I've zoomed the camera right into my face so you can get a real feel of a close-up look of the eyeshadow, what brushes I'm using, what colours I'm using, and hopefully that will make it a lot easier if you want to kind of recreate this look at home. So when I first start my eyeshadow, I tend to try and use a primer on my lids, just because I feel that it really helps keep your eyeshadow on for a long amount of time. This look I'm going to be doing is quite a, I'd say quite a going out kind of look, so you definitely want it to last, and I recommend using the Urban Decay primer. I only have a little tester of it here, but it comes with the Naked palette, but I just think they're really, really good, and I'm literally using the tiniest amount, and I'm just going to dab that onto my lids. So once you've rubbed the eyeshadow primer in with your fingers, I don't use any tools or brushes to do that, I just literally do use my fingertips. You're going to want to create a kind of base coat of shadow for your eye. Now what I'm going to be using is the Naked 3 palette. I'm going to be using the brush that actually comes with it, but you kind of could use any kind of fluffy brush just to give that all over colour that you can blend the darker and the lighter colours into. So what I've been doing lately is I kind of prefer a lighter look about my eyeshadow, so I've been using the colour Limit from the Naked palette, and I'm using the kind of fluffy end to just work that into my lid, and I'm going to apply that over the whole thing. I'm going to take that up to where you can see the brush goes into the fold or the crease of your eye, and then I'm just going to lightly smudge it up a bit further as well, just to try and make my eyes look a bit bigger because they are quite small. So I'm just rubbing that in gently just to work it up past the socket, not too harshly by the brow because you want that to kind of be a bit lighter. And I'm just going to work a bit more of that in. So that's kind of your base coat. That's what every colour is going to go on top of, and once you put darker or lighter colours onto the top of this, you can go back with this colour to blend it all in. That's the real trick, I think. So once I've got this kind of eyeshadow look, I'm going to go and do that on the other side. I'm then going to go in with a darker colour. For example, in my palette I'm going to be using the colour Mugshot because it's not too heavy, My eyes are quite small, and I think if you're going to use a dark colour and you've got small eyes, it can kind of make your eyes look a bit smaller. So I'm going to be using the colour Mugshot, and I'm going to be using the kind of angled edge of the brush that comes with the Naked palette, and I'm just going to rub that gently into the crease of my eye. Now with this part, you really don't have to be accurate. The way I do it is I kind of apply it in quite a messy way, and I'm just applying it to that top crease, blending it up a little bit and into that corner there as well. The beauty with this part is you don't have to be accurate because you're going to go back in and blend it all out with that base colour. So I'm just going to add a bit more depending on how dark you want it. If you're going out, I probably would maybe add a little bit more. If I'm going just a kind of more casual look, I probably wouldn't wear this much. So once you've done this, you're going to want to get a fluffy brush. Now I'm going to be using this tapered eye blending brush. I'm not actually sure where this is from, but all you need is just a fluffy, clean brush. This is just going to act in like a window wiper motion across the lid, and you're blending that darker colour into the base colour. The thing with eyeshadow, you just have to keep going with it. I'm no expert at eyeshadow. I only have just really started wearing it, so bear with me, I guess. I'm just going to add a little bit of a darker colour, which is Dark Side in the Naked palette. And I'm just going to continue to add that kind of darker colour into the crease. But like I said, you can just stick to the 3 colours. I just think that it's nice to add a bit of a darker colour just to that outside V, mixing it with a bit of the black heart as well, just to give it that real dark outside V kind of colour. And then of course we're going back in with the blending brush, and I'm just going to window wipe that colour out in that kind of window wiping motion, which is literally just back and forward. This is just the one brush that I'd really recommend getting, is any kind of like fluffy brush, just really help blend out those colours, because the last thing you want is any like harsh lines or anything, even just to blend it all out. Quite happy with that. I might add a tiny bit of black heart in as well, just again directly into that kind of V, outside V area here, just to give it real definition on that outside edge. I'm just blending that out slightly, just so you've got that kind of light to dark kind of effect. Now, when I first got this palette, I was really gutted. There's a really nice colour in this palette called Dust, and it's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it properly here, but it's this kind of light pink glittery colour, and I knew it would look perfect on my eyes, and I really loved it. And when it comes out, it's has no like pigment to it, and you really can't see it very well. But I watched a makeup tutorial for the Naked 3 palette, and they said about wetting your brush or wetting your finger before using it, and it really comes out much better. So what I've been doing recently with my eyeshadow is I've literally just been licking my finger, dabbing my finger into the colour in the palette, and just lightly applying that to the inside of my eye. Then I also use just my little finger or finger, whatever, and I just rub it into the colour Strange, and I just apply that to my brow bone, because I think it really helps to just blend out that top colour and really accentuate the underneath of the brow. And I'm just going to quickly go back in with this, and it is literally a case of just blending, adding colour, blending, adding colour. That's just the real key, I think, to eyeshadow. Then once you finish that, you want to go back over to the other eye and complete the look. For when I normally do my makeup, I would do the same thing on each eye, one after the other, but just for the purpose of this, I've shown you one eye in detail, and then I'll just speed this bit up. So the next part is obviously eyeliner. When you've got quite a heavy eyeshadow like this, I would definitely recommend creating some kind of like at least a line of eyeliner, if not quite a nice wing, just to really define the edges of the eyeshadow and just really elongate your eyes as well. So what I'm using is of course the Maybelline Lasting Gel Liner, which I've talked about in 2 of my videos already. I am still using it. I still wouldn't go to any other eyeliner. I find it way more easier to use than a liquid, so it's in the middle. It's not as like unprecise as a kohl liner, but it's not as difficult to use as a liquid. The brush I'm using I've kind of destroyed a little bit, but I really love it. It was with the Lorac 16-piece makeup set that I got, and it's this kind of brush. It came with a kind of plastic lid over the top. I have a feeling it probably is for maybe a lip liner, but I really enjoy this as an eyeliner brush because it's just really defined. I've kind of messed it up a little bit, but I'm just going to twist it and get it back in place. But I just think this gives a really defined line of the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to quickly do some eyeliner. Last part of this look is to just create some kind of shadow underneath the eye as well, and I'm just going to be applying a bit of dark side mixed with Mugshot, and I'm going to apply that under my eye. I actually quite like having quite a dark shadow under my eye. I know some people like to put liner in their waterline. I find that for small eyes just does not help, so I just, that's making my eyes water, but I'm just applying it underneath. And I just think this kind of purpley almost dark looking colour, just I think it really brings out the green in my eyes, and they're now watering, and I really hope that doesn't ruin it, but we'll carry on. And it's just kind of that smudged out dark look underneath. And I think that is it. I'm really hoping that this stayed in focus. I'm going to go and do the rest of my makeup now, and then I'll show you the end result afterwards. So this is the kind of final look that I've created. I've just added my foundation, my eyebrows and the rest of my face makeup. I think this is a really nice dark smoky kind of looking eye, and it's just a really easy way to create that kind of smoky eye look that a lot of people struggle with. I know I've struggled with it, and this is just a simple way that I found of just really creating that really dramatic look. I hope you've liked it. If you have liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know if any of you recreate this look. I'd really love it if any of you did, or if you've got any questions, feel free, and if you've got any responses to any of my videos, please leave a comment, because I really love hearing like the feedback and improvements that I can make to my videos. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.